More than 100 Russian soldiers had been killed in recent attacks using US-supplied high-precision Himars in Ukraine, said Ivan Fedorov, the mayor of Melitopol. Fedorov added that Ukrainian soldiers' efforts are causing difficulties for Russian forces ahead of a future counteroffensive. This comes as the war between Ukraine and Russia nears the 6-month mark following the decision by Russian President Vladimir Putin to invade the country. Today, high-precision Himars missiles fired at the points of temporary deployment of the occupying forces at industrial sites in various districts of the city of Melitopol, he said. Fedorov said that one of the Russian bases targeted was an old military airport on the edge of the city, while the other was an old plant being used as a military warehouse. He added that Ukrainian forces were able to find out about the location of these bases through partisans in the city. According to preliminary estimates, a significant amount of military equipment was destroyed. Fedorov added that this attack would prove vital for future counterattacks against Russian forces. Last week, the occupiers redeployed a significant part of air defense from Melitopol to Kherson, he added. Tonight is the most effective and shows that the existing enemy air defense units are no longer able to resist Himars. The weakening of the air defense system creates the necessary prerequisites for a successful counteroffensive in the direction of Melitopol. He also added how integral Himars are proving in the fight against Russian forces. Himars are helping us very much. Since Himars started working in Ukraine, in Melitopol, we've destroyed many Russian positions, he said. Speaking on Russian morale, he added, they don't want to make war. They don't want to stay in Melitopol. They want to come back to Russia, but their generals say to them, stay, everything will be good. But it's impossible for them to be good in Melitopol. As the conflict edges closer to the 6-month mark, there appears to be no clear end in sight. However, one European politician, Nico Lang, a German lawmaker and chief of staff for the country's federal minister of defense, has said Russia now faces tremendous difficulties. Speaking to German public broadcaster Deutsche Welle over the weekend, he said the significant influx of military aid to Ukraine is changing the dynamic of the Russian invasion. The crucial aspect of the past few days is that Russia is now being forced to react to the Ukrainian statements and actions, he said. Until now, it was the other way around. The Ukrainians were forced to react to everything Russia did. Lang continued, saying that Russia has moved significant forces to the south, toward both Kherson and Zaporizhzhia, two regions in southern Ukraine that have mostly fallen under Russian occupation. They have also recently become the focus of significant counteroffensives by Ukrainian forces aiming to retake them. A Ukrainian attack will not look like the Russians, this rolling barrage that destroys everything in its path, Lang said. Rather, it will also rely on partisans, on uprisings in the occupied cities, on mobile operations behind enemy lines. He added, the Russians are having great problems controlling these areas. There is a lot of partisan activity in the occupied part of Zaporizhzhia Oblast. Russian patrols are being killed at night. In Melitopol too, as in Kherson, there are posters directed against the Russian occupiers, there are leafleting campaigns. Something new is constantly being put up. Russia is now unable to escalate indefinitely in Ukraine, Lang said, adding that the Russians are facing tremendous difficulty in continuing the conflict. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. He's doing the job every day.